Hmm? Okay. So we discussed about different components, mainly CPU we discuss. So another few points, RAM and ROM. Can you able to hear?
Yes, sir.
This RAM and ROM. What is this RAM and ROMs are primary memories. So primary memory, secondary memory. What is primary memories? RAM and ROM. Without primary memories, you cannot start your PC. Okay. The secondary memories are your hard disk, pen drives, SD cards. All these are CD-RAMs. These are all secondary memories. Secondary memories are used to store data and used to store your operating system and applications. The primary memories are directly interact with your CPU kind of stuff, but the secondary memory is used to your store your data. Okay. So anyway, what is the primary? What are the primary memories? RAM and ROM. What is the difference between RAM and ROM? That is another important point, right? What is the difference between RAM and ROM? Random access memory, read-only memory. Random access memory, read-only memory. What is RAM? RAM is RAM is also called as main memory, and which is RAM also called as physical memory also. RAM stores data temporarily. RAM stores data temporarily. Okay. RAM is an example for volatile memory. What is meant by volatile memory? So when you power off your device, the data in the device, when you power off, the data in the device will be lost. Like I shut down my PC, whatsoever the data in my RAM will be gone. And RAM never stores any data permanently. So why? Because of RAM is like a floating type. It means it fetch instructions and data from your IO, means from your keyboard, mouse, or maybe from your hard disk. It fetch the instructions and data, give it to your processor process it and give it to your RAM to again IO devices. So RAM load it and giving it. It is like it never store any data permanently. Once it is completed, it remove from the RAM. For example, I open this a notepad. The notepad, as long as a notepad is running and the data in the notepad processes, notepad data will be in the RAM. When I close that notepad, it remove from the RAM. Okay, so RAM never stores any data permanently. Even you turn on your system like live like that also, it will be there. So whenever you open an application, that application related instructions and data will be loaded into RAM. Once you close that application, that data and instructions of that application in the RAM will be gone. Okay, so that is what RAM it is. RAM, random access memory, it is a store data temporarily. It's an example for a volatile memory. So even when you power off your system, so the RAM data will be gone automatically. Next one is ROM, read-only memory. ROM is read-only memory. It is store data permanently. How it is store data permanently? Because ROM is a chip. Inside a chip, the manufacturer of that ROM is burned instructions directly into the chip. It don't store your application data. ROM is don't store your application data. It don't store your operating system data. Okay. When you open an application, there is nothing to do with your ROM. ROM contains some instructions which helps to boot your system, to recognize your hardware components. Okay. So that is your ROM duty. So the specific instructions are there for your system. Those things will be inside a ROM, which we are not giving. It is already given by the manufacturer of motherboard or a ROM chip. That's it is permanent data. ROM is an example of non-volatile memory. Example for a non-volatile memory. Okay. So what is this non-volatile memory? Even you shut down your system, power off your system, data remains in the device. Example, your hard disk is also non-volatile memory. Pen drives, SD cards, these are all non-volatile memory kind of stuff. Again, coming to the RAM, RAM is changeable, replaceable. You can add additional RAM if you require to achieve more speed. Okay. ROM is a fixed chip on the motherboard, so you cannot able to remove or replace, or you cannot able to additional ROM chip for a extra memory purpose. You cannot do it. ROM does not. We looking into the ROM in not in the manner of size and speed. RAM is size and speed. ROM is there is no size, no speed because it is already built-in chip on your motherboard. Okay. So guys, these are the difference between RAM and ROM. Random access memory, read-only memory. RAM, temporarily data storage, ROM, permanent data storage. RAM is example for volatile memory. Example for a volatile memory. When power is off, data gone from the device. That is volatile memory. What is ROM? ROM is a non-volatile memory. Example for a non-volatile memory because non-volatile memory means whenever it is power is down or disconnected, okay, you shut down, power off or disconnected, still data will be remains in the device. Example for non-volatile memories, of course, it is RAM, ROM. Non-volatile memories, examples are ROM is also one example as we said, and hard disk, SSDs, pen drives, all SD cards, these are all comes under ROM. And RAM, we can able to add another RAM to existing RAM, we can replace the RAM, we can able to remove the RAM kind of stuff. Okay, ROM is not like that. ROM is on motherboard, it is fixed chip. Okay, guys, understand RAM and ROM differences?
Yes, sir.
RAM, random access memory, also called as main memory or primary memories. Okay. RAM is a primary storage for your CPU. RAM, whatever the data it stores data temporarily. It stores instructions and data into the RAM, but it is temporary storage only. It is example for a volatile memory. Okay. To stay data in the RAM, we need a power supply, continuous power supply. Okay. In the RAMs also two models. One is static RAM and DRAM, means dynamic RAM. So static RAM we also called as SRAM. Actually, these static RAMs we use cache memory which is built inside of CPU. If you see my CPU is cache memory is 6 MB. So this L1, L2, L3 cache memories, these are all memories which is built inside the CPU, not in the motherboard. Okay. So it is built inside your CPU only, the cache memory. That is nothing but a SRAM. What is a DRAM? That's what RAM we are using. on the motherboard, that is DRAM. Different types of DRAMs are there, okay, but it is not fast as that's SRAM part. Okay, these DRAMs in the one of the main DRAM is developed into SDRAM, that is called synchronous dynamic RAM. This SDRAM further developed into DDR-SDRAMs, double data rate synchronous dynamic RAM. Then DDR2, DDR3, DDR4, DDR5 is also came into market. The recent version is DDR5, which is only works with a certain processor, the two new generation processors only. And most of the laptops are nowadays with the DDR4. Okay, so that's the point it is. Even if you take a RAM, every RAM has some specifications. One is like a size. RAM means always it is about a size first. Size is faster. 4 GB RAM, 8 GB RAM, 16 GB RAM, 32 GB RAM, 64. RAM is always stock first in the size. Then every every RAM model has some specific frequency numbers. Depends upon the model number. So DDR3, in DDR3 also 2-3 models are. DDR4 having 3-4 models like that. So every model itself, it is having a specific speed. So make sure that it is suitable for your CPU, then only we can use that RAM. Okay. So size is always first, second one is speed, third one is the which model it is. That is actually second one model. We have to put it. Why? Because of if you are using a RAM, for example, it is DDR4, you want to add additional RAM or maybe you want to replace the RAM, you have to replace with the exact same model, exact same frequency matches, then only you can able to model. Okay. And voltage level, some RAMs are 3 volts type, some are is a 1.5 volts. So low voltage, high voltage operating of RAMs are there. So you have to check that one. Guys, here it is an important thing is you have a laptop, for example, or a desktop, and it contains 4 GB RAM. Now you want to add 8 GB to it, so then it is become 12 GB, so you can able to work better. But thing is, you have to check few things mainly. One is, if you want to add more RAM to your existing one, so your CPU is supporting to it or not. The CPU support is important. So CPU, what is the size of RAM maximum support, speed of RAM support is there, size, speed, memory types, DDR4, DDR3, like that. And check the motherboard. So two things. CPU must be compatible. CPU must be support your additional RAM increment. Okay. Next one is motherboard. So number of slots on the motherboard and voltage types, voltage levels is memory types. Like my old desktop having DDR3 model RAM. Now I want to replace with the DDR4. We cannot do it. So we can able to replace with the same model only. Okay, so like that, motherboard support is required. So based on number of slots, memory types, CPU model is also required based on the RAM, maximum size of the RAM, speed of the RAM, and memory type. So what is the best way it is? If it is already existing system, which is not newly purchasing existing one, and it is already installed with some RAM, compare that RAM to our system. Okay, compare it and match with the old RAM. Okay, even I have a old laptop. I want to add 8 GB to it. So what we have done, we open the laptop backside, check the RAM, take a picture. We show the picture to the technician and see the details. So what type of capacity of RAM it is, what frequencies and other information he's checked it and given matched RAM with. Okay, so matches to with the old RAM. Frequency matching between the two RAMs or not also is an important. Okay, guys, you want to upgrade or replace the RAM, you must check CPU specifications for a RAM about the size, speed, and memory types, and check the motherboard to supporting like a number of slots, memory type support, voltage levels, and make if it is easy, it is go with the old RAM kind of stuff. Let's understand what is different types of RAMs and different specifications of RAM.
Yes, sir.
These packages, the RAMs are available in different packages from olden days. This is deep RAM, like maybe in your college you have seen some ICs. This is a RAM is look like that IC type one. Okay. Okay. So later, this RAM slots are RAM models are came up like a single inline memory module, dual inline memory module, rhombus inline memory module, SODIMM package, smart outline, DIMM kind of stuff. Okay, I underline only two, that is, so this is dual inline memory module type of things. How I know? Just normally. Because single inline memory module, SIM type of RAMs, DIMM types of RAMs are same, look like same, but it is a difference is there. One is like the number of pin configuration on the RAM. Both side, the continuity process is there. For example, one side 0 to 72, other side 73 to 144. So like that, it is dual inline memory module. In our desktops, we use DIMM packages. For our desktops, we use DIMM packages or RIM packages. What is the RIM packages? RAM is also having in heat sink. That is RIM packages specifically used in servers. Because servers continuously run, the RAM is getting heated possibilities there. So that is the one thing. Okay. Another one is small outline dual inline memory module. What is the small outline? It is a DIMM only, but small package. Okay, it is suitable for laptops. Like for your laptop, you want to increase your RAM capacity, so then it is must be SODIMM capacity. Why? Because of it is suitable for your laptops. Okay. So for desktops, DIMM. For laptops, SODIMM. Of course, I told this added. Guys, this is desktop, this is laptop. Laptop, SODIMM. So you can see the size, not total size, length. Like this is lengthy, this is shorter. Understand, guys, what is RAM? About a RAM thing.
Yes, sir.
And so when you find your system, the RAM, clean the RAM edges with a eraser. So the proper installation of RAM is also required. You have to insert a RAM into the slots properly and make sure it is binded tightly. Okay. And another important thing is to make sure that RAM edges are not having more dust, and on the RAM edges and RAM slots should not have any dust. So clean the RAM and clean the RAM slots. So why it is required to maintain? So thing is, sometimes you may get a post error. You press the power button, you nothing on the screen, you may hear the continuous beeps or no beep sound. Okay. So power supply to the system is there, but it is not booting properly. Okay. It is most of the time it is RAM related issue only. Okay. So what you will do it? So because of RAM is exposed, so then the edges will get dust formation. Okay, that is the possibility. So clean the RAM, reinsert the RAM, clean the RAM edges, okay, and check it. If not working, cross verify the RAM. What I'm speaking, so I'm getting little headache, guys. So you started a PC, press the power button, system performance, post operation, power on, self-top operation to make sure all primary devices like CPU, RAM, and motherboard things are working or not. If it is success, we'll go for next boot of boot processing. It means it will show something on the screen. If not showing something on the screen, so it may be a post failure. Possibility post failure. If post is failure, so most of the thing is like a nothing on the monitor. You will get a blank screen, and you may hear the beep sounds, continuous beep sounds, or no beep sounds. Okay, no keyboard LED kind of stuff. So in generally, which is a post failure, generally what we do, so we disconnect all the power connections, remove the RAM, clean the RAM slots. So then reconnect it and make sure that is working fine. Otherwise, cross verify the other RAMs or other systems with our RAM. That's the point. Look at this picture, guys. There is a I/O controller which connects your I/O devices like a keyboard, mouse, monitor, hard disk. All these are controlled by I/O controller. So whenever it is you give an initiate a request, that information go to the RAM from the I/O controller with managing your addressing kind of stuff. Means your physical device access kind of stuff. Okay. RAM load instructions and data from I/O controller, give it to your cache memory of CPU. CPU cache memory to the CPU, then process it and give it to the RAM. RAM is given to the I/O controller. I/O controller, so based on the output, either it will display on the screen or it will store in the some place or it will give some printer stuff. So between this CPU and RAM, there is a north bridge. Between RAM and other peripherals, there is a south bridge. What is meant by north bridge? It helps to make a communication between RAM and processor. The communication part. And remaining communication, device communication, and all will done by the south bridge. Okay. Guys, understand what is the RAM and the RAM and ROM differences. Okay, RAM models, RAM specifications. If you want to replace or remove the RAM and reinsert a new RAM kind of stuff, or you want to add more RAM, what are the things you have to take care? Check the compatibilities with CPU and motherboard. Okay, and for our desktop, we use DIMM packages. For laptop, we use SIM packages. Okay, if RAM is loosely connected, dust formation of the RAM, your system may not work. Okay. So this is your RAM. The next one we are going to discuss about the ROM and BIOS settings and other things. I try to say like that's it for today. It's already 1 o'clock. Tomorrow, just I will ask some questions from what we have discussed. So please read it at least once. Okay, tomorrow I will ask some questions because the BIOS and next steps are require more interaction. Okay.
Okay,
You
sir.
can read.
Sir, do we have afternoon session?
Mostly